Well, hi there, Darron Stewart with Stewart Stewart Attorneys. Thanks for joining us again. Nick Wagner's here to talk with us again. You know, we answer client questions a lot, and we bring those to you in our videos that we do. Every once in a while, we like to have a little fun and joke about some things that actually it's a reality. So we look for different laws in that are still on the books. Typically, they're older laws, but they're still on the books, and it's just weird. The laws are just weird. For example, is driving shirtless illegal in Indiana?
Not where I'm from.
You can drive without a shirt in Indiana.
Okay,
now, I think most women drive with a shirt on. It's been my experience, but there's men that will drive without a shirt on, and there's nothing. Sure. In fact, there's nothing in the trial or in the driving rules and regulations about clothing at all. A lot of people think that you have to wear covered shoes while you drive. That's not the case.
Okay.
You don't. You could be barefoot.
Barney Rubble.
There's really nothing. That's right, Fred Flintstone. There's nothing in the law that says you have to have this type of shoe on or this shirt on or anything like that. Now, I think if you have to get out of the car at some point in time and you don't have any clothes on, you might be having some other legal issues coming your way with the exposure issue. But
yeah, just don't go into the gas station.
And don't do it in the winter.
Yeah.
Don't do it in the winter. That's not a good idea. So yeah, you don't have to wear a shirt to drive. Another one I thought was very interesting. I don't know if people even think about this. Most people don't think about this because they don't have very many, and that's dogs. How many dogs? Is there a limit on how many dogs you can have as a private individual? And most people don't ever think about that because they just have one, maybe two, right? Mm-hmm. I have three. I'm guilty. I have 3 dogs, but that is the maximum. Hamilton County, where we are, they have an ordinance that you can only have 3 dogs. It's 3 and 3. 3 dogs, 3 cats. Now, I don't know if they go door to door and enforce it, for crying out loud, right. but if it becomes a nuisance issue or a problem, then
so if you get one more dog, you're done, right? You're
gonna if I get caught.
Oh, okay.
I got to get caught first. You know, I think it also limits someone from breeding animals in their backyard in the neighborhood.
That is,
you got to get a special license and things like that for doing those kinds of things. But yeah, 3 and 3, and that law's on the books. Marion County deals with that too, of course, with all the leash laws and keeping your dog on a leash. And we deal with dog bite cases all the time. It can get serious real quick.
Yeah.
In that scenario, you found a couple too, Nick. What'd you find?
This is a good one because a lot of people, when I say it, might be thinking, "Oh man, I've been breaking the law for years." It's in South Bend. It's illegal to make a monkey smoke a cigarette.
But a cigar is okay. It's just a cigarette. Can they chew tobacco?
It depends where they spit.
If they're playing baseball.
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Interesting. So you can't make a monkey.
Right.
I'm not sure I can even make a monkey smoke a cigarette.
Well, you could, if they ask you for one, you're not necessarily making it smoke it, right? I mean,
can they light it and give it to you?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Interesting.
But
who came up with that? Somebody must have been
careful,
somebody must have had some sideshow with monkeys smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. And some prosecutor saw them and said, let's take this to the legislature. Yeah. So, well, be careful.
If you got a monkey and cigarettes.
Next time you have that, that's don't make them smoke. They have to choose to.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I don't know. What else do you find?
This goes to maybe the same people who have monkeys who smoke cigarettes, but it says that men are prohibited from standing in a bar.
You know what? I knew that.
You're always dancing, though.
I'm always dancing on the bar.
That's not
without a shirt on.
Because
I drove there without a shirt.
In a bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fact,
and you've got your monkey up
and
there
no
smoking
shoes.
a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Monkeys on my shoulders. Monkey on my back.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. No, I did know that.
So don't just stand there.
You're not allowed to stand in bar. And I believe I researched that a number of years ago. When I was just out of law school because I thought it was very interesting. And the minutia is that the reasoning for that is fights in bars.
Oh.
And they figure if you're sitting down and not standing up and not prone when you're drinking, that you're less apt to get into a fight. And so they say if you're going to be in a bar, men must sit.
So don't just stand around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
Yep. In Kentucky, a number of years ago, for the longest time, at a four-way stop, when you come to a four-way stop, as it is now, the person, if 2 cars get there at the same time, the person to the right has the right of way. Whoever's to the right of you. Obviously, if someone gets there before the next one, that person got there first gets to go. But if they arrive at the same time, the person to the right. In Kentucky, the women drivers always had the right of way to go first.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, I don't think that's still in the books, but that was a number of years ago.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is another one. Get you into some hot water. Drinks on the house are illegal.
And I do that every weekend.
Yeah.
I get up on my house and drink.
Dude, you can't do that. Stay off the roof.
Okay.
But okay, so drinks on the house. You go into a bar or a restaurant, you're with some friends, you say, Well,
let's talk about that for a second. If I say I'm buying a round for the bar for everybody,
but that's different.
That's not on the house.
Yeah, that's not on the house.
On the house is the establishment is paying.
Well, that makes sense. I mean,
The bars probably are the ones that push for that law to go into effect.
Right. I think you're right. Yeah. It can be ice water. They're okay with that.
They have a strong barbarist or lobbyist or something like that. Yeah.
Barbarous. Okay. Okay, what else you got?
We talked about this on another video we were talking about. It comes back in my mind. And in Beech Grove, Indiana, it is forbidden to eat watermelon in the park.
Yep.
And I cannot for the life of me figure out why, what happened or what was going on that caused that.
Mm-hmm.
But
have you figured it out?
I haven't.
We know what it is.
Is it seed spitting?
Yeah, seed
is
spitting.
It? Yeah. Got too messy?
They had all these watermelon vines or what have you growing out throughout the park.
It's spitting can be an assault,
Like
assault and battery if you spit on somebody. So they're trying to reduce the
chances of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, good for them. Mm-hmm. Good for them. Here's one. I'm not really sure what to think of it. All males 18 to 50 years old must work 6 days a year on public roads. Now, I don't know if it's still on the books.
That's a great idea, though.
What? I mean,
6
why
days
is it
a year?
Great idea?
Because our roads would get repaired faster, better.
Oh, okay. Well, that's clearly not happening.
Because if the people who are driving on the roads regularly were the ones that got to fix it, maybe they'd be
6 days a year.
6 days a year.
That's it. I mean,
it's 1 week.
That's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
So you're going to go out there and
take your vacation,
fill some potholes.
Yeah,
fill some potholes. Carmel doesn't have it. It's all
I want to drive the
roundabouts.
big machine that that lets it down flat. What's that called? Big roller.
Steamroller.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's not a problem. I'm full of answers.
Well, I have one more, and we'll save some for next time. But
okay, what do you got?
The last one I have is that citizens are not allowed to attend a cinema or theater, nor ride in a public streetcar within at least 4 hours after eating
spaghetti. Is it
close?
Spaghetti?
It's not spaghetti.
Chili.
Garlic.
Huh.
Garlic within, and
you should.
That's obvious.
You should follow that.
I know. I probably shouldn't be sitting in this room with you for another 4 hours, but I am.
Really?
So there you go.
That's not still a law, is it?
Yeah, it's a law. Well,
it's still on the books.
It even has the word in there, the public streetcar.
Yeah.
The other people say, well, aren't I allowed? If I have to go really bad, can I relieve myself in public? I mean, I get behind a tree or something. I said, the response is no. The law said you cannot do number one or number two in public. And the way it's worded, I don't have it in front of me right now, but it says you cannot relieve yourself in a public place in view of someone's view of the public. And so if you look at all those things put together, the totality of it is, as long as I'm not viewed by someone, I'm okay. But that's the reality of anything, though. As long as I'm not viewed by a police officer when I'm speeding, I'm okay. So.
Wow. So I didn't know there was that caveat there.
Well, I mean, I know you just wherever you need to go, you go.
Right out back.
Nature for
It's
you is
fine.
one big toilet, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wait for the traffic to clear and take care of it. Yeah. Saves water here. So
causes wrecks at the intersection. Listen, folks, we enjoy spending time with you. We like to have fun sometimes with some of these. I hope you enjoyed it as well. We're going to come back with some more of these next time. We found a whole bunch of these really crazy, weird laws that most of them are still on the books. Obviously not enforced, but they're still on the books. Yeah. So, at any rate, if we can help you with any serious legal matters, please give us a call, because we can be serious when we need to be. Stewart and Stewart Attorneys.